Hi guys, welcome to Top Wisdom. Today I'm gonna summarize to you the novel Things Fall Apart, the grade 11 novel. Plot summary. Things Fall Apart takes place in 1890s in Ogbo villages in Nigeria. At this time, the British are colonizing Nigeria. Missionaries arrive as part of the takeover, and Britain imposes a legal system to assist them in converting villagers to Christianity. The Ogbo are the last group to be converted because their culture is both prosperous and democratic. Achebe highlights the nature of a well-functioning culture and the loss that occurs in inevitable progress of colonialism. Readers are introduced to Okonkwo, the protagonist. Okonkwo is well respected in his village. Umofai, one of 9 villagers of his clan. He gained that respect by winning a wrestling match against the undefeated champion. Since then, Okonkwo has become wealthy and marrying 3 wives and fathering several children. His success contrasts with failures of his father, a musician and fun-loving gentleman, but also an alcoholic slacker in debt in his entire community. Okonkwo is ashamed of his father and is driven to fierce and masculine, unlike his parent. Because of his father's laziness, Okonkwo fends for himself at an early age. Achebe, a farmer, views Okonkwo as hardworking and respectful and gives him yam seeds to plant. Yams are the main food source and growing them is a man's job. Drought and violent rains turn his first planting season into a disaster, but somehow he finds a way to survive, remembering that year with the cold shiver. Okonkwo is convinced he can survive anything. As a result of his position in society, Okonkwo is chosen to look after the boy Ikemefuna. The boy arrives in the village as a form of payment from a neighboring clan whose members have murdered a woman from Umofa. Ikemefuna adjusts to life in Mofa and views Okonkwo as his father. Nwoye, Okonkwo's son, is fourth of Ikemefuna, whom he sees as an older brother and admires for his skills at making bows from local trees and building traps for hunting. This pleases Okonkwo, whose greatest fear is that Nwoye will take after Okonkwo's father, Unoka. When the priestess Chielo orders that Ikemefuna is to be killed, a village elder Ezwedu wants Okonkwo not to take part in the killing. He does so anyway, fearing that if he does not participate, he will lose respect. The murder causes Okonkwo great despair, and Nwoye is devastated. Enzima, daughter of Okonkwo's second wife, Ekwefi, becomes extremely ill with a fever, and Ekwefi is terrified the child will die. Although Okonkwo generally keeps his emotion in check, he rushes into the brush and collects herbs and tree bark to brew a medicine for the girl. After a restless night, Okonkwo uses consultation to stream the fever out of Enzima. This demonstration of care falls well outside his usual character. Enzwendu dies, and during his funeral, men beat ceremonial drums and fire their guns. When Okonkwo's guns explodes, he accidentally kills Enzwendu's son. The punishment for killing a clansman is 7 years of exile. Fleeing before dawn, Okonkwo and his family settle with his mother's clansmen in Mbanda. While Okonkwo longs for Umufa, He is treated well by his kinsmen and prospers among them. When Okonkwo's friend Obireka visits, he describes the destruction of the Mbame clan at hands of white men. The clan had killed the first white man who came to their village because of warning from Oracle, and the Oracle had said that white men would descend like devouring locusts and destroy them. When missionaries arrive in Mbata and request land to build a church, the clan rulers give them part of the evil forest, believing that the clan's gods will strike the missionaries down. After the church is built and the missionaries survive, villagers begin attending service, including the first female convert, and Soon Nyoe's cousins spots him at the church and goes straight to tell Okonkwo. This news drives Okonkwo to several beats Nyoe, who then leaves home and moves to Umofia. Okonkwo wonders how he could have a son who is so weak. He decides this is just the way things are, leaving fire baguettes cold important ash. Okonkwo plans a triumphant return home. However, he finds Umofia has changed. The missionaries are established there now. He wants to fight them, but Ombireka warns it is too late. The missionaries have already built a church and attracted followers. Noe is with them and has converted into Christianity. The white man's presence extends further than the church. British officials have set up a government with a district commissioner judging cases. A missionary, Mr. Brown, has been accepted in the village. As he does not force his religion upon the people, he has also opened a school where clansmen learn to read and write. Another missionary, Mr. Smith, replaces Brown. Smith is fiery and rouses his followers. Enoch and a zealous convert commits a crime against the clan, and the clan members then destroy Enoch's compound and the church. Okonkwo is happily participated in the destruction, swooping down and clan. The district commissioner jails 6 leaders, including Okonkwo. Their jailers take pleasure in humiliating and punishing the prisoners, forcibly shaving their heads, starving them, and whipping them. Okonkwo becomes eager for revenge. The district commissioner imposes a heavy fine for their release, which 3 days later the clan pays. The next morning, the clan members, energized, angry, and fearful, gather to discuss the treatment of the prisoners, considering it is a shameful sacrilege. Okonkwo is seething and hopes the clan will finally fight back. When court messengers approach demanding the meeting be stopped, Okonkwo's rage boils over, and he kills the messenger's spokesman sensing fear in his gentle clansmen. Okonkwo knows they will not go to war. Soon the district commissioner and an armed band arrive at Okonkwo's compound to arrest him. Obireka solemnly informs them that Okonkwo is not there and leads the group to where Okonkwo has hanged himself. Suicide is an abomination in their religion, and Okonkwo's friends cannot touch his body. They must rely on the soldiers to bury him. Furiously, Obireka rebukes the district commissioner for destroying one of the greatest men in Mufia. As he walks away, the district commissioner reflects that Okonkwo's story might be worth including in a book he is writing, which will be called The Pacification of the Primitive Tribes of the Lower Niger. Guys, this is all the summary As I've summarized to you, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share the video. Peace.